Hello, it's April with April Plans and Create. I thought to start off with today, I would just show you what I did going forward on some of my daily pages, where I do my Bible journaling from my Bible study I'm doing for this year. And before I had put down some watercolor as like a background, and then I went into using some acrylic paint using lids to make my circles. And but I found out they really were just, the circles were really too small, so I had to do a lot of writing outside of the circles. So I went back and found some other type of lids, and so I was able to make the circles bigger so I could get most of my writing done within the circles. And there are of course some few areas that I had to go outside of the circles, but I think it turned out pretty good. And I let these dry naturally, and I don't know if you can really tell on camera. That's why I wanted to do this when I had some sun coming through the window. But you can see it's kind of glistening a little bit there, so it looks really pretty. And then on the next page, I went a little heavier handed with the paint, and so the circles are a lot thicker, and it was taking forever to get those to dry. I'm going to show you those pages. So what I decided to do is to sort of soak up some of the paint. It did give us more of a smush look, which I like that look too. But I got some tracing paper to sort of dab up the extra because it was taking so long to dry. So this is the first impression that I took from the page, and it turned out really pretty. I really like it, and I'll use this for something. I'm not sure what it will be, but I think that really turned out pretty. And then I did a second printing, or a second dab on this, and this is just a you can tell it's just a much lighter print. But I like how that turned out too. So anyway, so that's pretty much what I did for this. But I really like how it turned out. And so I'm excited to get started with these days of my Bible journaling. And I haven't started the next pages, but I think again I'm probably going to do the same pattern and maybe use some different colors. And on the previous pages, I had stuck with just the single color for each circle. And here I just kind of ventured out and just added, like rather than cleaning off my the lid or the paintbrush, I just kind of left it all goopy on there. And so I kind of had like a variety of colors that showed up here, which I really like how that turned out. And then the same thing here, so that way I had kind of a mix of colors in it all the way. So anyway, I just want to show you how I started this for my next few days on my daily pages. And then I'll come back in just a little bit because I was going to show you how I am getting ready to change from the Common Planner as my little jot down book to going back to an A6 Hobonichi to use as my book to carry with me, or my planner to carry with me everywhere I go. So I'll show y'all that here in just a few minutes as well. So anyway, I just wanted y'all to see the process or the progress that I've made with experimenting with these paints. And I hope you enjoy this, and maybe you can try some of this on your own, or if you have any recommendations or any advice for me on decorating my daily pages, that will be fantastic. And I'll see you again in just a bit. Hi there. So I'm back. I just wanted to go over with you some things that I plan to change, which really only is going to be the A6. So I'll just kind of show you my thoughts about that and why I decided to change over. So last year I had carried the Hobonichi Cousin for about half the year, and just over time it just got to be too big, to just carry everywhere with me, whether it was, stick it in my purse, or take it, with me at work, or anything I was doing. It was just so hard to keep it with me, even at the like the dining room table, or at the in the family room watching TV, or at my bedside, and all those different areas. And so I wanted something smaller, and so I ended up buying a Hobonichi A6. Although, it doesn't have the weekly pages, which that's really my favorite part of the Hobonichi Cousin anyway. So what I did was I got some of the 2023 weekly supplements, and I cut those out and just taped them into the A6. And so what I had to do, though, is I had to tape them into some of the daily pages in order to do that. So, but anyway, this, you can just see where I had taped these into the A6. So that way I'd have weeklies in my A6. So what I decided to do for 2024 is I still wanted to have something small that I could carry with me everywhere. And I really loved how I could carry this in my work scrub top, because it fit right down into my scrub top pocket. And so I really wanted something like this again, but I knew the A6 Hobonichi didn't have the weeklies, and I really didn't think I wanted to go back in and cut out, weekly pages and tape them into here and all that. So what I decided to do was go with the Common Planner from Sterling Ink, which is A6, and it does, of course, have the weekly section. But I found a few things that really just wasn't working for me. First of all, the cover is just a little more rough compared to the Hobonichi, which is just very slicky. And so I found when I was going to work and I would try to slip this into my scrub coat pocket, it just got hung up, and it was almost like it was just, the cover was just sort of sticking to the scrub material, and I just was having a hard time getting it to go into my pocket. And then also this is a lot more flexible, and so it kind of was getting hung up onto my scrub pocket, and that also was making it kind of hard to put into my pocket. Whereas the Hobonichi is more of a stiffer. I mean, you can still bend it, of course, but it's still just a lot, it's just stiffer. And so with the slickness and the stiffness, it just slides into my scrub pocket just so much easier. And also the Common Planner does have about 56 more pages than the Hobonichi, but I don't know that really would make that much difference in the thickness, but you can definitely see a difference. Even though I have used, a few pages in here, but even when I push them together pretty tight, you can just see the Hobonichi is much thinner. And then looking at the spine here, it looks like the Hobonichi is put together even tighter. And so it just kind of makes it just feel more compact. So that was just kind of one of the reasons I decided to go back to the A6 for just my daily carry, add stuff in, just to have it with me at all times. And that was kind of the major reason why I decided to go back to the A6. And then the other reason is I guess for me, I really like something more structured, but I know that the Common Planner, the idea was to make it less structured for people that like more of a less structure, and they can just feel free to make it fit their needs, and which is great. I mean, a lot of people, I'm sure, love doing that, but for me, I just really need that more structure. And the writing is still pretty faint, it's just kind of hard for me to see that. And so when I was filling out or filling in my Hobonichi cousin planner, I would go back to this book to pick up the things that I had entered in here that I could then take and put it into my cousin. But I found that I was kind of losing my place. So when I was looking to see what I needed to transfer from this book over to the cousin, I just felt like I just was like losing my place, because the writing is just so light. It sort of blends in with my handwriting, and it just, for me, it was just, I don't know, it just really made it difficult for me to kind of keep up with, okay, this is Thursday, this is Friday, this is Saturday, this is Sunday. And I think too, because they don't, there's not really the lines there that kind of clearly tells you, which day that you're on. And so anyway, that's another reason I decided to go back to the Hobonichi. And so for example, let me just go back to like the January so I can show you. Okay, so I don't know, for me, I can just see this better than I can up there. Let me get to a page that doesn't have anything filled in. Okay, so you can see that the Hobonichi is just, it just looks like it's a darker print, and it does have the lines, and everything seems to be darker. So for me, it just, I don't know, it just gives me just a sense of organization, whereas this is just a little too, it's just not for me. And I know a lot of people love this, but I just really love this more structured look. So my plan is to move from this, which I may probably end up just selling it, because actually I've only used, just a few pages in it. So my plan is to go back and cut the pages out of here, and then tape them in here like I did in my previous planner. And and it takes 2 books to do that with, because you do have, so like you have this side over on this side, but then if you're gluing it down, then you don't have this page to glue down. So I end up having to get 2, so that way I have access to both sides. So anyway, that is my plan. So I just want to show you what I was doing. And I'm going to get started on this here in just a few minutes. And I'll get back with you and let you know how it turned out. See you later. Hey, I'm back. So I wanted to show you what I did. So I took out all the pages of the 2 weekly supplement books and taped them into the Hobonichi 2024 original. So I'll show you how it started. Okay, so I just started with the first week of the year and just started taping those in. I used double-sided tape, and went ahead and kind of went back and filled out some of the areas. And then maybe I was just getting tired, and I was just, just not really being careful. So I ended up having like some creases and everything with it, using the double-sided tape. But then I go back and the pages look pretty good. And at some point I ended up running out of the double-sided tape, and I then started using, let me see what it was. Then I started using the Tombow Mono permanent adhesive, and this worked so much better. And I don't remember years prior when I did the same thing what I used, but I wish I had used this from the beginning, because the double-sided tape does sort of give a little bit of bulkiness, and then you can't really be sure, that the pages go down completely smooth. So probably around June, I think, is when I ran out of the double-sided tape, and I just started using this here. So it made the pages, so yeah, I was still using the double-sided tape here because you can see the wrinkles. And let me see if I can find, I kind of think it was about around, yeah, I think it was around here that the pages just came out so much smoother. And just kind of flatter, so it doesn't bulk the book up quite so much. And so, yeah, I wish I had done the this through every page. But so anyway, so it turned out really nice. So I'm so excited to start using this for tracking all the things that happen through the week. The only bad thing about it is I did end up having, because I was using an entire year of the weeklies, that it took me all the way up to April in the daily pages, which it's okay. I mean, it's no big deal, but because I really haven't totally decided what I will do anyway with the daily pages in here, because with my cousin, the daily pages I'm using for my Bible study plan that I have for this year. And so I kind of had thought maybe I would make these daily pages, maybe where I might write in, like maybe recipes or grocery list or meals that I have planned, things like that. And because it's something I will just keep with me all the time, so that's kind of what I thought I might use the daily pages for. But at least until April, I won't be able to do that because I covered them with the weekly pages. But again, that's fine. In the meantime, I could always use part of my weeklies to put in diet plan or grocery shopping, meal ideas. I can just do that here for now. And then once I hit April, if I still decide to, I can go in and start using this for planning daily meals and shopping, grocery shopping, that kind of thing. So anyway, so I like how it turned out. And I think I'm going to like this a whole lot better than using the Sterling Ink Common Planner 2024 A6 full year. It's just not going to work for me, I don't think. The writing is just too light, and I just really like structure a whole lot better. So I think this is going to work out perfect. I did go back and add some stickers to the book. So I've always loved this one, Protect Your Peace, from the Coffee Monsters Co. And then I think these were stickers that I just got off Amazon. There was like a packet of just coffee-related stickers. And then here, I just put some stickers on there too. So I'm still trying to decide if I want to keep this cover on here, because the purpose was to be able to have something smaller that I could take to work and keep with me everywhere. I kind of like how it does keep the book together better. I've always loved having, I used to do traveler's notebooks, and I've always loved this way of doing things. So, I probably will just keep it this way because I want to take it to work. And, I work in the hospital. And, even though we, clean our workstations, and I do that every morning when I first come to work, I always sanitize everything. But still, you know, just the idea of it being, you know, in the hospital, it would be nice to know that, you know, if I wanted to, I could just kind of wash off the cover and it wouldn't really, you know, hurt the book any. So I probably will just continue doing it this way. And so anyway, I just wanted to bring you a video and let you know kind of my update for what I want to do for the rest of the year. And I hope you all have a fantastic day. If you would like, please subscribe. I would really, really appreciate that. And if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, and that will be wonderful as well. And I will talk to you soon. Bye.